Austin Kaplan, employment, civil rights whistleblower attorney. Progress Texas is more important than ever. By God, we need to band together and fight back and make sure that our beliefs and values, which are popular, which are critically important to human rights, to people's rights, to civil rights, are being respected and are moving forward in a positive direction for everyone. One election does not define us. Worry not. We are going to fight back. We are going to fight together. We are going to work together, and we are going to win. And by win, I mean we are going to have a society that respects people, that respects workers, that respects people's personal choices, that respects their bodies. And we're going to make that happen together.
It's Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, and this is the Progress Texas Daily Dispatch, rapid response on the breaking news stories Texas progressives need to know. I'm Chris Mosier. The fact is that due to a variety of factors, including President Joe Biden's adjustments on border policy in the last part of his term and normal, predictable annual cycles and migration patterns, lately the flow of people trying to cross the border into South Texas has slowed to a trickle. But that's not stopping the fun for Governor Greg Abbott. Jack Fink at CBS News Texas says the governor has added an additional 400 Texas National Guard troops to the existing deployment of Operation Lone Star personnel stationed at the border, plus some really fun and expensive toys, including C-130 aircraft and Chinook helicopters. They're also in addition to a deployment of 1,500 active U.S. soldiers sent by the Pentagon to El Paso and to San Diego, California. San Antonio State Rep Trey Martinez-Fisher expresses the same confusion that we're dealing with on this. Again, considering the very low current flow of migrants, the cavalry has arrived from the feds. The entire excuse for this giant game of army man for Governor Abbott was his argument that the Biden administration was not covering the border. With Trump in office and the U.S. military being sent in, why are more Texas troops and, importantly, Texas tax dollars being sunk into Abbott's border cosplay? Martinez-Fisher has filed a bill at the legislature that seeks an external audit of Operation Lone Star, which has cost more than $11 billion of those tax dollars. He says, quote, "For many, many years, Governor Abbott has been able to do this with emergency powers where he does not have to show receipts for anything," unquote. Also from CBS News Texas, as the Trump administration has thrown out protections against immigration raids at our schools, Fort Worth ISD has launched an investigation into a social media comment allegedly made by a substitute teacher calling for ICE officers to raid Northside High School in Fort Worth. The comment was posted to Twitter naturally, saying, quote, "Y'all should come to Fort Worth, Texas to Northside High School. I have many students that don't even speak English," unquote. The identity of the substitute teacher remains unverified, as the account the comment was posted from has been made private, but Fort Worth ISD officials are looking to figure that out. Fort Worth City Council member Carlos Flores, whose district includes Northside High School, says, quote, "There is a trust between the educator and the students. This very inappropriate tweet has broken that trust, so I understand why people are hurt and concerned about it. Students can still go to school and have a safe place to learn. That's vital. That's important. Fort Worth ISD will continue to provide that," unquote. And not to differ with the council member, but under current conditions, no school district in Texas or anywhere else in the U.S. can truly guarantee that immigration officials won't show up and force their way into our classrooms. The Trump administration has expressly established that possibility. We wish that administrators and educators could honestly say that all of their students are safe from Donald Trump and Greg Abbott's purge, but the sad fact is, as things stand today, they are not. When cruelty is the policy, it affects all of us. Even the celebrity class is unprotected. Actress and singer Selena Gomez, proud daughter of Grand Prairie, is the latest example there. Faith Bugenhagen at the Houston Chronicle says Gomez has taken down a tearful Instagram post about the uptick in immigration raids in Texas after a massive wave of hateful comments from users resulted, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz. The video featured Gomez saying in part, quote, "All of my people are getting attacked. The children, I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise," unquote. echoing the fear that's permeated Latino communities across the country. Our junior senator just couldn't resist here. He had to jump in to once again characterize undocumented immigrants as, quote, murderers and rapists and gangbangers, unquote. The lesson all of us here at Progress Texas would like you to take away from this is those of us who maintain our courage to speak out for what's right and against what's wrong will invariably come under this kind of MAGA attack. The fact is, that's a sign that you're right. Nothing about anything any of these Trump cultists said invalidated what Selena Gomez was trying to express. In fact, the opposite. Their vitriol is attracted by our views. Selena Gomez should not have taken down that Instagram post. She should have doubled down because she is on the right side of history. Right-wing online schlock does nothing but validate your position of empathy and justice. It doesn't prove you're wrong. It proves you are right. Do not back down. And finally today, back to the January 6th rioters, now free and freshly motivated by Trump's pardons last week. Let's highlight one in particular this morning. Andrew Tock of Houston pleaded guilty to beating Capitol police officers with a metal whip and attacking them with highly toxic bear spray while he was storming the Capitol on January 6, 2021. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Andrew Tock today is a free man, in spite of a request from Texas authorities for federal prison officials to keep him in custody because he's also wanted on charges of having solicited sex from a person he thought was a 15-year-old girl back in 2016. Texas state law enforcement is now looking for this man who is at large and likely somewhere here in Texas. Andrew Tock has a long criminal history dating back to drunk driving at 19. He was involved in violent altercations with other inmates while incarcerated for his January 6th crimes. In this case, Trump has not only dispensed unilaterally with any respect for the rule of law in our country, he has also quite literally released a violent criminal into our midst over the wishes of Texas law enforcement. Public safety is nowhere near the top of Donald Trump's list of priorities. Our funding here at Progress Texas is rarely sufficient for us to plan much more than a quarter or two ahead, but the conservative disinformation machine we oppose has no such obstacle. They're funded by oil and tech billionaires and religious right-wing activist groups. Our regular everyday listeners, just like you, form the backbone of our funding here at Progress Texas, and we could use your support as a monthly contributor. No amount is too small. Go to progresstexas.org/donate. Thanks to Robert Clifford, Francis Ferguson, and Susan Stonecipher, all of whom have done exactly that lately. We appreciate very much all three of you. While you're at the website, make sure and grab the merch to match your progressive values at our web store. Y'all means all, Revolution, and our most popular Humans Against Ted Cruz t-shirts, all union printed right here in Texas. All great Valentine's gift ideas, all at progresstexas.org. That's the Progress Texas Daily Dispatch for this Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Links to all these original stories can be found in our show notes. Progress Texas is a nonprofit, rapid response media organization promoting progressive messages and actions. While campaigns come and go, we're the permanent home for progressive media and action in the Lone Star State. I'm Chris Mosier. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Stay the course, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning.